Think of our piano tutorial and chord sheet library as you would a local library filled with magazines, books, articles, and other resources. Let's specifically talk about the Simplified tutorials. Inside this membership, we alphabetize and we organize over 425 simplified piano tutorials. This is a great time to learn them in their simplest forms, cutting out chords like G sus, A major 7, C over G, B7, etc. This is also the most basic way to play them rhythm-wise. Learning them this way gives you such an easier approach to playing and singing along and lays a really strong foundation of learning where the chords are on the piano. It allows you to begin to memorize what chords are in each key, and it begins to play songs in 4/4 time signature or 3/4 time signature. In each of our tutorials, you can also slow down the playback speed in the settings of the video if it's too fast for you. I'll show you what these look like inside. Because our example student joined Simplified Piano Plus, he has access to everything. Let's take a look inside the piano tutorial and chord sheet library. So you're going to start at the feed, and if you come down here underneath the Start Here button, you will see Tutorial and Chord Sheet Library. Click onto that. And here you could see the recent content. This is where I post any updated new pieces of content, whether it be vocal tracks, extended tutorials, simplified tutorials, or our live jam sessions. You can also click on the feed. And this is any thing that I post inside. You can click on any of these previous things that we've gone over. And then the events that we will have with the live jam or Q&A, you will see in the events tab. So click back to the recent content. Like I said, this is just anything that's the most recent piece of material that I've clicked in, that I've recorded. And you can click into any of those. You will see the tutorial with the play button here. Keep scrolling down and you will see the printable chord sheet that will download to either your downloads folder or your desktop, depending on how your computer is set up. So below each piece of content, you can mark as complete. Again, you can come back and watch any of these pieces of content over and over and over, and download anything over and over if you'd like. You can click on the next piece of content. Here's a vocal track with some text that you can read. You can download the vocal track there and download the chord sheet there. Again, you can go back to the previous piece of content or move forward with the next piece of content, or you can hop around wherever you'd like. So let's X out of there. Okay, inside that tutorial and chord sheet library, we also have pieces of content like the simplified piano tutorials, all organized and alphabetized. So click into that. You can click here to start, and it's kind of going to go over what is in that module. And go on to the next piece of content. Click on the video to watch this particular tutorial right below. Again, printable chord sheet. Mark as complete if you'd like. Go back or move on to the next piece of content. So inside this simplified tutorials, this is every single simplified tutorial that we have for you to have access to. You can click, you could scroll down to, let's say you have a song in the key of, in the H category. You can look through to see if we have it. Click on it. How beautiful. Take the tutorial, download the chord sheet, and X out of it when you're done. So all of these simplified tutorials strip out chords like G suspended, C2, B5, split chords, those things. Okay, so those are all alphabetized there. Scroll back up to the A's. Okay, then if we come over here, here's where the extended tutorials are housed. So these are tutorials where we layer back in these chords like G sus, A major 7, C over G, G5, etc. So you can, again, they're all organized by alphabetical order. You can click into any of them, take the tutorial, download the chord sheet, and so on. X out of that. These extended tutorials are really great. I teach you how to layer back in one of these extended chords at a time. And I show you how to strip them back to the basics so that when you're not ready to play, 5 of them, like the tutorial maybe teaches you, I show you how you could strip the G sus down to a G, or the A major 7 down to just the A, or C, over G, just back to the C. So each of these tutorials are kind of layered that you can build one new extended chord upon one new extended chord and grow your musical tool belt that way. Okay, let's take a look at the vocal track section. Click on there. This is where I sing a song to a particular tempo so that you can learn how to accompany me or somebody else. Let's click into one of those, 10,000 Reasons. Here's some text for you to go over and read. Here's the downloadable vocal track, again, where I'm just singing the song vocals only. And this gives you the ability to learn how to play along while I sing. This is also a really great time if you're learning new skills like those sus chords, two chords, split chords, or if you're learning other rhythms that you've learned through any of our other courses or tools that you want to add in. It's sometimes nice to have a vocalist just continue on with the song while you play and introduce new things into your playing. Here's the downloadable chord sheet again, and you can X out of that when you're done. So that is the overview of the vocal tracks. Again, they're all alphabetized. Okay. And you can also, in any of these categories, look up here, there's a search vocal track. So I could say, okay, I want to look if she has above all. So I'm going to type that in, bam, there it is. And then you can click on the text and there comes that tutorial. Okay. Same thing inside of the simplified tutorials. Back up here just a minute. Simplified tutorials category. Let's see if she has adore. Click on adore. See if it pops up. Yes, it does. And it shows you all the different ways that that word comes up with any tutorial that we might have. So that's an easier way to see, okay, does she have 10,000 Reasons? Does she have How Great Thou Art? Okay. All right, let's jump into the live jam and Q&A sessions. This is where we once a month come in and we pick 4 songs that Matthew, my husband, plays guitar. I sing and play the piano, and we jam out to 4 different songs. You can be in the comfort of your own home and you can be practicing along, playing along with us. It's such a valuable skill to be able to be in a band, play along with others. This is also a great time for you to be able to implement new extended chords or new rhythms or new variations that you're adding in while the band keeps going. So when you mess up, you just find your next chord and keep playing along while we continue playing along as well. Okay, so here you can watch any of the replays in the archives. And these are the songs that below there you'll find all the printable chord sheets that go along with that particular live. And this is where we'll just house all of the replays. And if you go back to the simplified piano tutorials, tutorial and chord sheet library, that's where the events will actually take place when they're coming up to be live. Okay, so that's kind of a broad overview of what is inside that tutorial and chord sheet library and how to navigate that. I hope you have a lot of fun inside of this valuable resource.